We are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Cardi B goes on another coke rant, allegedly, after it was revealed that her single is allegedly flopping on the charts. She also teased another diss track coming to Akbar on Spaces, considering that her single, where she's already throwing shade at Akbar, is very lackluster according to the general public, and a lot of people think that this single should have been scrapped. Now let's take a listen to what 29 Faces has to say.
I promise you, this is not a response to you. You wasn't in my head when I did this record. But trust and believe, I got something for your ass. I got something for you. Just wait on it. I told you that I got something for you. You know, I like to do things on my time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this record is too fun. This record is too fun. This record is too fun for me to cater to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this record is too fly. This record is too fly and fun for me to cater for you. But I got something for your fucking 8 toes having ass. Don't worry about it. Just sit on it. Wait on it. Because I got you. Maybe on the next record. Maybe on the album. Don't worry, Bookie. You're going to know that it's just for you. It's not going to be no second guessing. Fuck. It's not going to be no second guessing. It's not going to be no wondering. It's not going to be no dissecting. You're going to know that I'm talking specifically about you, bitch. But you buy a pretty line for a lap dog. So get this kind of house you got. Oh, maybe that's why you thought that I was talking about you, because I said you bark pretty loud for a lap dog. But bitch, how would that be about you when you don't even have a fucking catalog, you dummy? You don't even have a catalog, bitch. The catalog probably costs fucking $300. Dumbass bitch. Why would you? I hope you don't think that line was about you. Bitch, your catalog might be $300, bitch. So why would you think that's about you?
Now, Akbar did respond. She said, after 30 rants, you finally respond. Let's start by saying belt coming. That's all you got is this weak shit. You could have kept it. You know what you did. You put a nigga baby mama to start mess with me to boost your song when nobody is checking for it. Nobody is going crazy about it. Then Akbar said, bitch mad at me because she always flopping, but if she beef with me, she gonna go viral. Interesting. So let me know, do you feel like Cardi B goes on these rants to go viral? And if she is always flopping. Now, in my opinion, I'm trying to figure out how Cardi B makes fun of Akbar v's sales, that she only sells aluminum foil, which could be true, and that her catalog is only worth $300. Yet you stay beefing with somebody that you say her catalog is only worth $300. That makes me believe that you don't believe what you be saying. That means that what Akbar be saying about you, it stings, it hurts. You internalize it, because if Akbar was so irrelevant, you would have been ignored her. When Scratch Off was dissing Ckiminaj on Put It on the Floor and, dissing her in interviews, Ckiminaj paid Scratch Off dust because Scratch Off is so irrelevant she can't even sell. Even with beef, she flops. So it's interesting. Now, fans are clowning Rihanna because A-Pop was rated higher than Unapologetic by Rihanna. Okay? A lot of fans are saying that Tyla is setting the bar, even though I don't know how because she's flopping, but they're saying she's setting the bar because they're saying that her album is more critically acclaimed than Rihanna's Unapologetic. And this was graded by Pitchfork, which, Pitchfork, they're paid to give certain artists good ratings, and then other artists get terrible ratings. I knew they was paid off when they gave Ice Spice a 7.5 or a 7 and gave, Nicki Minaj and Kendrick Lamar, I think he got like a 6.5 for G0ES. Ice Spice doesn't have 1/10 of Kendrick Lamar's talent, even on his worst day. You can say slave music, whatever you want to call it. He's out rapping Ice Spice in his fucking sleep. Ain't no way she should get graded higher than the king of rap or Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap. So it's ridiculous. So I knew they was paid off then. So I don't take anything Pitchfork says seriously. I think they be rage baiting. But in my opinion, Unapologetic, if we're comparing the two, Unapologetic is a way better album. I don't even understand it. So I don't really care that they graded Unapologetic lower because Unapologetic has classics. This album got That Girl, and she did it again, and Chanel. But I don't know if you got classics on A-pop. Unapologetic had Diamonds. Diamonds alone clears anything Tyler has done. Okay. Fresh Out the Runway. Pour It Up. But low-key, my favorite song on Unapologetic was Numb. That was my song. Okay. And then Love Song featuring Future. Come on. Tyler, come on. Stop it. Your label can pay for all the accolades, but your album is not better than what Rihanna has done. Even on her worst day. Now, the only thing Tyler can clear Rihanna on is performing. She clears her that way. But sales, accolades, star power, and obviously icon status, Tyler is nowhere near. Now, unfortunately, Cardi B's Aha debuts at number 94 on the U.S. Spotify chart with 412,000 streams. Okay? But she did 923,000 total on Spotify. And then, unfortunately, none of Cardi B's latest singles that she has put out, including collaborations, have managed to debut on the global Paolify chart. Okay? So fans have also noticed that. Now, unfortunately, Cardi B Aha debuts at number 22 on the daily global Apple Music chart. But Nicki Minaj's Beauty and the Beat with Justin Bieber was at number 21. So she's not even out charting Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj was number 1 on the global Paolify chart with Beauty and the Beat for 31 days. So people are clowning Cardi B and saying that, Nicki Minaj is out charting her without even releasing new music. A lot of people even are talking about the fact that Bigfoot debuted with 1.8 million streams on Spotify. And that was Nicki Minaj's last technically single, which she put out in 2024. So a lot of people are calling Cardi B a flop. Let me know if you guys believe that this is a bop or flop for Cardi B. Here's my thing with Cardi B is she talks a lot about the numbers. That's really the forefront of her career is the numbers. But the numbers to me haven't really been numbering in the last 6 years. To be quite honest, no shade. It feels like even Carisha was hotter than Cardi B this year. And Cardi B had an album last year, went on tour and put out a single. Carisha didn't do half of that. So to me, something is off with the fact that people are not really supporting Cardi B. And I feel like the reason why is because Nicki Minaj is not active. I think if Nicki Minaj was actively dropping music, she probably would have gotten more of the sympathy support. But I think people only really care about Cardi B when she's attached to Nicki Minaj. And it's evident. You know what I'm saying? It's evident that people only care about Cardi B if she's linked to Nicki Minaj. Other than that, people don't really support her. Now, fans have also mentioned that Megan Thee Stallion's Lover Girl debuted at number 80 on the U.S. Paolify chart with 466,000 streams, which was more than what Cardi B did in the U.S. Paolify chart. Okay? So, I guess the Barbs and the Hotties are saying that Cardi B is flopping. Let me know how y'all feel about it. But in hindsight, a lot of fans are saying that this is not the lead single, so it don't matter if it flops. That's what Cardi B fans are saying. Let me know how y'all feel about it, and if you guys think that this song is a bop or is it a flop. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion, she posted in the studio that she was listening to Paramore, aka Hayley Williams, and allegedly she got that collab. Hayley Williams and Megan Thee Stallion got a song in a stash that will possibly be on Act 3. Let me know if you guys are here for Megan Thee Stallion's alternative rock pop era. Let me know if y'all here for that. Now, this is going to be interesting because I feel like when Megan gets in her pop bag, I don't know, it don't give what it's supposed to give. I mean, she's done pop collaborations and they haven't really stuck. You know, they don't stick like when Nicki or Doja Cat do pop collaborations. No shade, because she did one with Dua Lipa. She did one with Maroon 5. You know, she did a BTS feature. And none of those really popped off for Megan. But maybe her and Hayley can come with some heat. I love Hayley Williams. I also love Paramore. So I'm excited to see if, you know, they bring some fire to the table. I'm just worried that, you know, it might not sound that great because I can't really see Hayley Williams and Megan Thee Stallion's voice, you know, matching or the chemistry being super great. But I'm excited to see what's to come though. You know, maybe she gets some auto-tune or whatnot. It might be fire. Now, Britnëy Griner has filed for divorce from her wife of 8 years, who fought for her release from Russian custody. Wow, wow, wow. A lot of people are calling Britnëy Griner out, saying that she's fake. She's disrespecting her wife. You know, why would she turn on her wife after her wife fought for her? Not shocked. You know, that's why you cannot stay down with people who go to jail. As soon as they go to jail, you need to leave them. Look what happened with Remy Ma and Papoose. Papoose was down for Remy for years. And then she left Papoose for Captain Save-A-Huck or Captain Save-A-Hull. What was his name? Easy the Block Captain or something of that sort. Okay, he was a underground battle rapper. They're not together anymore, in case you guys were wondering. She pretended like she didn't know him in her recent interview with Angie Martinez. But the point of the matter is, you know, after Papoose held her down, she wasn't thankful. She wasn't grateful. And he helped write the Sheetha record. Sheetha was trash, wasn't memorable, but Papoose was actively helping Remy Ma with her bars, despite what she has said. And this is the thanks that he gets, okay? So, at the end of the day, in my opinion, you can't hold people that go to jail down. Now, moving on to Queen Ari. Ariana's Petal is headed for a #1 debut on the Billboard 200 chart with 275,000 units opening week. It will mark her 7th #1 album and her biggest debut this decade. A lot of people are wondering why is it increasing, considering that I guess the general public likes Eternal Sunshine, which only did 227, you know, first week. But people like Eternal Sunshine more than they like Petal, and we gotta understand that the Billboard rules changed. So, you know, streaming counts more towards the charts now. So that's why we're seeing an increase in sales, not just with Ariana, but in general when it comes to artists dropping. But I feel like when it comes to Ariana, people don't like this album more so because I think people don't like the way Ariana looks. I think obviously when Eternal Sunshine came out, she was still very much skinny, but she has gotten skinnier over time. And I think people are focusing on that because the album ain't that bad. People are saying that it's trash. It's really not that bad. But I feel like this album is a little bit darker. in my opinion. I think that's another thing. I feel like Eternal Sunshine was more poppy. There's a lot of R&B undertones, and usually Ariana thrives in the R&B lane, but I feel like people are focusing more about the way she looks versus the music. I'm seeing a lot of people talk about the way she looks versus, the music video. They're talking about how she looks a mess in the music video, but people are focusing on that versus the music, which lets me know that's all people really care about. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Britnëy Renner and her wife, Lil Wayne, Champagne Thickums, Camel Face, Selena and Taylor on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.